Hey up, and welcome back to the channel. Today we will be delving right into a round 6 recap for the Virtual Drift series. But first, a message from today's sponsor, the subscribe button. Did you know it's completely free and helps me out massively? So if you enjoy this video, don't forget to take a second to slap that subscribe button. It proper likes it. So let's go for a quick, as good old Craig David would say, back to the 13th of May. VDS Round 6 track announcement. With everyone, including myself, expecting it to be Minami, there was little to no build up. This was a point where the staff said a quick fuck you to us all and threw an absolute curveball. A track that wasn't even on the calendar. Welcome to VDS Wall Stadium. With this being a new track and something I'd never driven, I was straight on to get some practice and adjust my tune. This track's insane. That huge first bank cooks you in so hard and separates the men from the boys when it comes to bank driving. I had tricks up my sleeve to keep it up the top of that bank though, so I was feeling pretty damn good. Enjoying my track and feeling happy. Moving forwards to the following Wednesday and Thursday, I decided I'd finally take the plunge and get my new desk built. No more janky desk held up by hopes and dreams. I had a feeling though, this would upset my driving, and just that it did. The new seating position and the new monitor positions had me shook, but nevertheless, I put in some hours ready for the qualifying on Thursday night. And here we are, qualifying. In the first group as always, so I can just get it over and done with. Run 1, I was going in feeling confident enough. Patty shouts go at you, and out the gate we go. Feathering the throttle, stop the wheels from spinning because that drags the car down the bank. Give it a small weight shift initiation and throw it in to the top of the bank where the car stays until you drop off it and onto the flat, into the first inner clip. My trail wheel sat on that yellow line, bang on. Next, the big flick transition into the first braking zone and out of zone 2. Unfortunately, I drop a wheel into the braking zone, losing most of my points right there. I do dial the car back in and in zone 2 nice and deep into another flick transition and inside clip 2. Again, on the line perfect, into the last transition and final out of zone, filling it nicely, then bring the car in tight for the final inner clip. Again, nice and filled. It was at this point I said to the driver wrangler I just didn't want to know my score. Now let's see this from the VDS perspective. Go on, Techno.
Up next, we got Ash. Awesome human being, very, very nice. And he has requested specifically that we turn off the sound just so he can, what's the word I'm looking for? So he can, what's the word I'm looking for?
Concentrate.
Gosh, why am I blanking on the word? He wants to make a video about it later. I'm gonna be nice to him. So I said, okay. So guys, we'll get him ready to go, lined on up. It's awkwardly quiet now, and I hate it.
Eerily quiet out here at Wall Stadium. I think this is the quietest I've ever heard New Jersey. Nobody's yelling off their front porch. There's no cars crashing.
No random gunshots.
No random gunshots. This is gorgeous.
As Thomas the Dank Engine pulls on up here, ready to go. And let's see if he goes choo-choo or crunch. Let's see what he's got as he rips out of the gates. Big angle, looking very, very good up on the wall. It's a very committed run on that wall, I must say. So through the inside clip, maybe could use a little bit more angle, dropping a tire there through outside zone number 2, but getting it all together. This is a very clean run. Otherwise, from that one tire drop, just needs a little bit more angle, I think, honestly. He goes through into that inside clip and across the line, looking very, very good, very confident as well. If I came out of the gate swinging like that, I'd be feeling really good about it. Yeah.
Puts down a good run for the start, and now he can go balls to the wall in the second, give it all he's got.
So feeling confident, expecting my score to be in the high 80s, I relaxed a bit for run 2. Line back up, launching off again, round the bank, onto the flat. Definitely not as dialed as the last run. I do correct the wheel drop, but then drop out of the zone further on. This run in general just wasn't it.
Love to see a bit more angle here. All right, coming in. Beautiful second run for Ash on a gorgeous day. A little bit lower on the bank, but pulling it right back up there. Good transition. Trying to fix that tire drop from last one. Beautiful, pulling it right in. I'd still love to see a little bit more angle, but he's very committed in this run. You can't be mad at that whatsoever. Thomas the Dank Engine is across the line with a little bit of a hop for a celebration.
Hop as we are going here. Let's get our music back going.
New Jersey's never been this quiet. We got to get it loud again. Not really sure what this 800-8.5 is, but
yeah, someone's talking about boobs or something. I don't know.
yeah, not really sure. Looks pretty good to me.
Fortunately, I don't think that will be an improvement.
I think you're right in that.
We got a 79, 78, 79. Puts him still in first. 79. Yeah, not bad at all.
Run 1 was a score of 85.3. Run 2 was just a 79. I was hoping and expecting a bit higher than this. My aim was for middle of the pack to actually get into that top 32 and not battle a top qualifier this time. Now though, for the nervous way all over again. As scores kept coming through, they were a lot lower than previous rounds, and after day 1 I was sat in 12th. It's gonna be tight. By the end of day 2, I was in 26th overall. The first time in the top 32, and this time not a bench bitch. Day 3 was battles time, and this is where things changed. Me and a good friend Grandpa from Section Runners, or as I call him, Grandad, decided to sit down and develop a new tune to try and up my pace. With his bass tune and a few tweaks to suit my driving, I was flying. If this would be enough, we didn't know. Instead, I was just going to send it. Into the driver's briefing, everyone has 10 minutes to turn up. As more and more drivers weren't turning up, my opponent kept changing, until I was left with a good friend of mine, the wonderful Der Wurstwassertrinker. In English, that's a sausage water drinker. This man is an incredible driver from the all-German team that is Royal. Knew this wouldn't be an easy battle by any means, but we're in it now. Lined up with me chasing first as he was a higher qualifier, I knew he would be dialed in on the qualifying line so I could go in with full confidence. Here was mistake numero uno. I tried to get a little jump off the line which I honestly didn't need with his new tune. That meant I had to back off so I wasn't ahead of him. I backed off a little bit too much, meaning I was too far back on the bank, and into mistake number 2. I dial off angle early, hold the transition off a little as to gain back proximity, and the big mistake happens. A big ol' booty tap on Sausage's huge rear on that chaser. OMG chaser meta, giving him an advantage straight away.
As here we go, Wurstwasser Trinkers, his thing didn't work. He will be up against Get Good Gaming. Ash getting up to the line there.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful beat.
Yeah, another battle, man, where they pretty much drive really consistently outside of VDS, as well as, you know, practicing VDS together. So I'm really excited to see these two go out together.
Oh, absolutely, same. We've got Wurstwasser Trinker in the lead, Ash in the chase, or Get Good as you can say. That S15 is gaming right up to the side of that chaser, trying to hold on the best he can. As we know, chasers have been pretty dominant this season and quick throughout tracks. That does not seem to phase our chaser here. Pulling right up to that door in that last inner clip and finishing out their run.
Yeah, Wurstwasser Drinker. Just, dude, I fumble his name every time.
I
This
have
man
to
is
say it
gaming,
with an accent,
dude.
Frankie, so I know the pain.
Yeah, Hot Dog Drinker is kind of on one today. That car is really fast here at Wall Stadium.
Onto my lead run, it was literally all or nothing right here. And all is exactly what I went with. I set an absolute banger of a lead run, giving him all the opportunity to climb up on the door, and just that he did. It took longer than normal for the judges to make their decision, but unfortunately I got 32'd again. Definitely didn't go down without a fight though.
But I know Get Good for a fact, dude, is definitely no slouch. He's ready to go here. And they're off, man. Through the cones, down that straight. Get Good initiates onto the wall. Wurstwasser is able to kind of cuddle up right next to his door, heading down the bank, flying by that touch and go. Get Good looking very consistent here and staying as close to the line as possible, able to, you know, really, excuse me.
Huck it on in
Oh,
there.
words. Yeah. And finishing up their run number 2. Goodness, dude.
Hey man, it's that Wurstwasser Trinker, man. It just gets you all tongue-tied, man. I can't do it either. We're trying here. But definitely a great run from both of these drivers here.
Yeah, man, I'm really stoked to see Ash really put it all together here, and you love to see it, man. And
Yeah,
of course,
absolutely. His first season out here in VDS, making it to top 32, that's a challenge in itself. So, super happy to see it.
yeah, and of course, Wurswasser is just, no slouch, man. That chaser is fast as all get out, so.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he actually had a team swap this season, too. Moving from one team over to Royal. Glad to see that he's found a new home with those guys. And that he's aiming just as hard as he was.
Absolutely, man. And I kind of feel like there's been quite an improvement from this season as well, coming from Worse.
As we do have a call, going to be unanimous. 1, 2, and 3 over for Wurstwasser Trinker, the longest name in the competition. He will be moving on.
This is usually the point where I'd pop my tune up on screen for all to see and try, but instead, like a bozo, I got excited to try it on Riga, change a few little things, and forgot to save it. So instead, let's have a gander at my 100% series livery for this round while we talk about the next roundup. I'm just not even going to speculate at this point. It could be Riga, but who knows what the team at VDS have got up their sleeve. The announcement for the next track will be on Twitch on the 3rd of June, usually at 5 PM British Summer Time. The qualifying will be on the following Thursday and Friday, and then the battles will take place on a Saturday as usual. Shout out it's time. As always, big ups to all the staff at VDS. If you want to support this wonderful series, drop by their Discord and become a Discord server subscriber. I'll drop a link in the description. And with that, it's over and out. Quick shout out to my Patreon Poishi. If you want to support my push to being a full-time streamer and content creator, consider supporting me on Patreon. Link in the description. Until next time, check out a previous VDS video on your screen, and peace out.